Greetings Internet, welcome to Aaron Plays, and I hope you're doing fantastically well. This is turn 8 of my Fields of Fire Deluxe Edition Normandy campaign, Mission 2. Whew! And it's been a bit of a ride so far. I don't think I'm going to get to the objectives, and looks like I'm going to have to do a reattempt. I'm going to do one more turn of push, and then probably try to fix my squad, my platoon, my company back together, because it got a little bit shattered last time. I've taken more losses than I did in the last mission, and well, I would expect so because it's a bigger map, but still, I made a bad decision last turn. Not sure what that is. Go and watch the video and you'll find out what it was. But moving on, we are in turn 8. We are pushing forward. On this card here is the only one on the third row that hasn't been cleared. So that's got a German litter team. I think we need to get on there. And we're getting close to taking the attack position. So we might be able to clear the 4 rows, but to get to the objectives, how much of my company do I want to take losses on? So we'll go through the sequence and then I'll see if we can come up with a plan. All right. So we first of all got to do the friendly hire HQ event phase. For a card, has it got a, no, it hasn't got a radio on it, so we don't get interfered there. So then we have the battalion HQ activating my company HQ. It's automatic. Boom. And then we've got the company HQ impulse, is where we determine how many card draws he's got. He's got 3. There's the company commander there. He's not undercover, so he's not green, so he stays on 3. We are engaged with the enemy at the moment. So he's got 3 orders. We lost the XO last turn. So it looks like we're going to have to get another green dude for him in the next mission. Not sure if we'll get him on the reattempt though, so it could be a bit of a problem. We're going to activate 1st and 2nd platoon. Where's 3rd platoon? There's 3rd platoon. Sorry, where's 2nd platoon? It's under there. 3rd platoon is my reserve. No, this game, the 2nd platoon is the reserve. So we'll activate 1st and 3rd. So it's 1, 2, and we'll activate the 1st sergeant. So that's 3. So there's those done. Completed. So we're now into the platoon HQ staff impulse. And we'll start with 1st platoon. Drawing a card. He's got 4 orders. He's not green either. And where is he? He's over here. He's not undercover. So he stays with the 4 orders. I was given him, he had 1 already, so that's 5. We've got 5 orders to do something with. Right, okay, so where is he? He's here. He can't detach any more weapon teams to go and explore this hedgerow over here. But we do want to... Okay, where is... That's 1st platoon. 2nd platoon is here. That's the one that got mangled by this machine gunner last turn. So we're going to move 1 squad, infiltrate him onto this card, and then we're going to have to get everyone to stop firing. Okay, so that's going to be the first thing we're going to do. Infiltration. The line squad, so he draws 2 cards looking for the men. 1, 2. No, they don't infiltrate. They go on there and they are marked as exposed. Okay. Now, what pyrotechnics has 1st platoon got? He has got a smoke. Okay. So that would cause, if he fired that, these 2 would stop. Ideally, I want a little bit more than that. Company Sergeant, has he got any pyrotechnics? He has, he's got a flare. I'll wait to the Sergeant. Remind me when we get to the Sergeant phase that I need to fire off a flare to get these guys to stop firing onto, where is it? This is a cemetery, isn't it? Yeah, it's a cemetery. Okay. Next up then, so he's done one there. I don't really want to send a whole squad into there. Send the bazooka? Oh, for a weapon team. Go on then. So he spent one order so far. Go on then. Let's push it. He goes into there. Becomes exposed because you can't do an infiltration there because there's no volume of fire. Okay, that's 2 orders. He's got 3 left. So he's now going to order this dude, second squad of the 1st platoon, to look for cover on this card. Whoops, wrong way. Wrong way. So he draws 3, was it 3 or 4? 4 cards. Draws 4 cards. He's a line unit. We're looking for the word cover. No, 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 and no. Can't find it. Can't ask him to do it again. Now, if he looks for cover himself, he can't give an order out, but he will. He is also a line unit, so he'll draw 4 cards. No. No. Cover. He finds it. Okay. So we get to place some cover there, and he goes into it. Place cover. There it is. Okay. So he now cannot, so he's only got 1 order left. He cannot say anything to this dude because he's now out of verbal communication because he's in a different location with that card. So he's got 1 order left. We will bank that. Where is he? Okay. Okie dokie. Okay. 3rd platoon. Let's see what they get. Draw a card. He gets 4. Is 3rd platoon undercover? Where is 3rd platoon? There he is, sitting in the hedgerows. He's not undercover, so he gets 4. He is line, so he gets the full 4. He had 2 in the bank, so he's got 6. He could spend 6. Do we need 6? No idea. Let's have a look what we want to do with him. Right, there he is. Okay, so they're firing on here. We have got this mortar, which does have a telephone attachment. Is there anything we actually need? If we can go into this farm, that'll be useful. 50 cal's putting heavy fire on there. If it moves, it won't be able to fire. Okay, so he does order the 50 cal forward. So they move into there. And that's an automatically exposed because it's too blinking heavy not to be. So that's 1. Okay, so we've got to maintain communications here. Right, so we've got a telephone line from the staging area to the company commander, from the company commander to 2nd platoon and to 3rd platoon, through there through to 1st platoon. So we do have communication. If he moves up, we still have communications through 2nd platoon. Okay, so these guys are 3rd platoon as well, aren't they? They are, and they did have the XO on it, and they are under artillery fire. Where's that enemy artillery spotter? He was there and he's still there. Okay. Yeah, he's still there, but my artillery officer isn't. It's a bit rude, isn't it? I don't think we want to move the company commander across to there, do we? That doesn't sound like a good idea. But this mortar cannot see here. So I think we're going to order these guys forward into here. So taking down to 4. Again, we can't infiltrate. This PDF is now gone because there's no one here, unless I order that to fire. But that squad moving in does put a PDF on there. And that all pinned now changes to small arms. And because it's fire coming from here and here, becomes a crossfire. Okay. Still not sure if this mortar guy can bring artillery fire on if he's pinned. I don't think he can, but I'm not sure. I'll check the rules when we come to it. Okay, so the platoon commander has now done what? Yeah, he's done move that forward, so that's 2 orders. So, yeah. Go on then, move himself forward as well. He could order that mortar. Won't be able to fire this time. No, I won't. I can order him by radio. He moves into there. Forgot about that, didn't I? Okay, again becomes exposed. That puts him down to only 3 orders left. Okay, he then can see here and orders this mortar to fire. Okay, so this is done. It's a H. Is that automatic? Let me double check that. Okay, yes, I'm reading the rules for indirect lay. Requires someone who's eligible to do it, which is a CO HQ, CO staff, or a platoon HQ that the mortar section is attached to. So he has got communication because they've both got telephones. He orders him to fire onto there, and that's it. There's no card draw or anything. It just places the H volume of fire onto there. So there we go. I'm not sure how much ammo that's got though. Probably 4. I think everything's got 4. Let me just double check. That'll be an initial setup, won't it? Mortar section. Can't find it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, 4 ammo. With his 4 ammo, I'll go and get an mortar ammo counter for him. Water shells. That's fire missions. Tank ammo, rocket ammo. He's got everything apart from mortar ammo. Must have mortar ammo here somewhere. Machine gun, rocket, tank. There we go. Boom. Okay, that's there. State. He starts at 4. I'll record it properly when it's come in. But assuming that doesn't leave a PDF. So there we go. Heavy volume of fire now coming in. You've still got the crossfire. So yeah, that's done. That leaves him 2 orders. So he orders, what is that? That is for the 50 cal. He's going to order this squad here, the second squad of 3rd Platoon, to try and find some, I've done it again, cover in the farm, drawing 3 cards. 1, 2, found it. Excellent. Now, because it's a farm, it's got the building, we have to determine what kind of cover is in the farm, what kind of cover it is. So this is a little chart in the rule book. It will say, I think low is good. Okay, so farm, I'm looking 1 to 8 draw, and I say low is good. We drew a 3, so it's a light building. A light building. That's on here. Cover, and I think we'll place that here, and then we can vary. The state is a light foxhole trench, boop, 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 boop. Deep stone, light building. There we go. So that's +2. So the squad's in there. If I move the 50 cal now, I assume it stops. That's not firing anyway, is it? No. Okay. So he's got 1 order left. I think he will order himself into the light building. So I'll tell you what, we'll put the 50 cal, highlighted everything there. 50 cal. Sometimes out of the way down there, we'll put the building hop, and we'll put him in there. So we moved 3 units up, brought in the artillery, and then got them seat cover. That's 5 orders. Used all 5. He had 6. Okay, so he's got 1 left. Right. First sergeant. Now, first sergeant's green. He draws a 5, green makes 4. Right. So what did I have to remember to do? The first sergeant, we want him to cease fire. I also want him to remind him that he's telling you guys to hit the like button. If you could, please. Okay. Right. So, we want to fire a pyrotechnic on there, which is a flare. He's got the red flare. I think I marked nearly everything as ceasefire. A red parachute, what's he got there? Red star cluster is a ceasefire. So it goes with that. And how far? So he does that there. So let's flip that. Right, now I'm not sure how far people can see that, so I'm going to just double check. Okay, the flare is actually visible from anywhere on the map. Okay, so he's asking these guys to cease fire, and they won't reopen up because we've got our own guys on there. These will cease fire as well. The crossfire is gone. So there is only fire. So this guy would stop firing, but because there is an enemy there, he reopens fire. So that's going to change that -3 to small arms fire only. Okay. So there's no fire here. That's gone anyway, because that was being fired at by this German here anyway. So that's gone. Right, so where else do we cease fire? These guys would cease fire, but then reopen again because there's nothing stopping them from doing so. So yeah. Now why is there a PDF on here? Small arms fire. There shouldn't be. It's gone. That was from here when there was a squad here. Yeah. Pinned artillery officer. Okay, so that squad then reopens up there, and that's why originally it was just a rally only, but now we've got fire coming from this. This is where the crossfire is. That's the German sniper, so we haven't dealt with him properly yet. So yeah, that's everything, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so that goes up. We have the ceasefires, and then we start to refire where we can. We can't fire here because we wouldn't fire on here because we've got our own guys on the counter. I didn't realise it was all over the map, but there we go. That is useful. Okay. That was the sergeant. That was the sergeant's first order. How many orders did he get? 4. So he's down to 3. I know you all reminded me of that one. So what else do we want the sergeant to do? Where is the sergeant? There he is. Oh, yes. It's a bit of a mess, isn't it? It is a wee bit of a mess. Do we have a litter team here? Teams, assault teams. Blimey. Okay. I think we're going to have to start doing some rally, boys. All right. So his next order is... upgrade this guy to a litter team. No dice required because there's no volume of fire on there. That's automatic. What I'm hoping is that litter team will pick up that casualty and take it back to the casualty point. So he's now got 2 orders remaining. This is second platoon. Can he start to reconstitute the squad? That's 1-3. First squad, second platoon. So he could start to reconstitute a squad from those assault teams. I think that's what we're going to need to do, start rebuilding these units up. Now, I believe... no, we can't. We can supplement a squad where any good order 2-3 step unit squad and an unpinned fire assault team attempt to reconstitute the squad is the next order down. If I can follow it down. Okay. Draw 2 plus any HQ or star. 2 to 4 unpinned assault or fire teams. Draw an action cards and check for the word rally. If rally is drawn, then the attempt succeeds. Remove 2 to 4 teams and replace them with a squad with an equal number of steps that has previously been removed from play. So he's a sergeant. Rally actions use the originator's experience level. These greens only going to get 1 draw on that. That's not great. Do I need to do it now? Probably not, to be fair. Probably not. I think we might save that for second platoon's commander himself. So, okay, so he's got 2 orders remaining. I think I'm going to put them in the bank. There we go. Right. So that's all the activated by activation. Now we do the initiative. So we still have second platoon commander himself, who hasn't activated yet. Right, so we draw a card from him and we're looking at the... Oh, gets 1. That's so disappointing. He gets 1. Is he undercover? No. He gets 1. So a total of 2. Well, these were technically my reserves, so I'm going to start So he's now going to try and reconstitute that squad. There's 3 fire teams there. I know some of them are pinned. I'm assuming the squad that's... In fact, there's 4 teams there. Okay. And as they're pinned, I'm assuming the squad will be pinned. Let's say it's got to be unpinned. That might be something it says. Hold on there. Attempt to reconstitute a squad. 2 to 4. Unpinned. Assault or fire team. Read the whole section, Mr. Sibley. So we can't do it. They have to wait till next turn then. That's fine. Anything else we want second platoon to do? Not really. Bank it. Bank it for next turn. And we don't have an XO. The next up we have is the General Initiative Impulse. We get 2. That's not too shabby. Right. So what do we want to do with that? What do we want to do with it? Okay. I'll tell you what, this guy is feeling a little bit exposed there. We've got heavy fire going in there. So I think we'll get him to go into the foxhole. Can't infiltrate, so he will be marked exposed, but at least he's in it. There we go. For next time. So that's 1. That's a good point. I didn't put unspotted on this sniper, did I? So we can't fire at him. So let me just rethink that. I don't need, I mean, it's good, but I don't really need it. Hold on. Is that a better option? Get him to spot the sniper and then fire a bazooka shell at him. Technically a grenade. Well, I think that might be a better option. Okay, so to spot him, he is a sneaky little git. So we've got to look under the spotting modifiers table, which is here. Spotting recipient is none of the following. So he's not green, he's not a veteran, he's not on higher elevation, so no. Is he undercover? Yes, that's -1. Is he a sniper? Yes, it's minus another 1. That's 0. Are we veteran? So no, none of those apply. On the same card of spot, no. Is he exposed? No. Unit with A or H or G? No, none of those apply. Target code has 3 or more cover and concealment? No. Or 0 concealment? No. So it's -2. So we only get 2, but I think we automatically get 1. So we need to get the roundel here. Oh, we got it. We spotted him. Right, I'm just going to double check that I'm not cheating the system. Yeah, just double check. Minimum is 1, no matter what the modifiers. So we got the 1. We spotted him. There you are, you cheeky shit. Right, now we'll try and fire a grenade at him into his cover. So, yeah, you can fire it close. That's fine. Right, that's 2, and we need the grenade symbol in the corner there. 1. No, come on. No! Oh well. Okay, so we didn't get the grenade symbol. But he has fired it, so we need to get an ammunition marker for him. He's fired one of his rockets. There we go. Weird, the cold rockets for the ammo, but they're actually used as grenades on the counter. He starts with 3, so he's gone down to 2. Well, that would have been good, wouldn't it? Right. Is there anything else that could be firing on him? Just in case I miss a PDF. No. No, doesn't look like it because he's only got P range. So that's my 2 initiatives used up. That would have been so nice. But he's now spotted, so he might move away. Snipers don't like being seen. Right. Over to the Germans. German HQ. They have a HQ event. So what is that going to be? Get the book. Okay. Mission 2. Right. So packages. That's an event, not a package. It's an event. Right. 1 to 10. Draw card. Oh dear. I don't like the look of that. It looks like a 10. And we're in turns 7 to 10. We have a counterattack. 10 is a counterattack. Dun, dun, dun. Not had to deal with one of these before, so let me read some rules. Okay, so I have to do a bit of rules digging here. So the counterattack says, when the counterattack event is drawn, immediately place PC markers randomly selected from all those remaining on their question mark side on every card occupied by a US unit. Good. So I was collecting the PC markers here for my experience. So I was wondering, so when you remove a PC marker, so when we had all the C's on this row here, what happens to them? Are they meant to go back in the pool, or are they removed from the game? So I looked in the rules under PC markers, and it says they are removed, but it doesn't say where they are removed to. It doesn't say the pool. It doesn't say they're just discarded or they're gone. So I then went on to the questions thing, the LM notes, and asked the question. And again, it says implied by, because when you remove German squads, they go back into the pool. So I'm using that method. If it's wrong, let me know in the comments. So I've taken all those I've accumulated and put them back into the piles here, and then made a bag of all the PC markers that are available. And I took a note that I've now got 14 experience points from the 14 PC markers I'd drawn. So that's what I've done. If it's incorrect, let me know in the comments. So next I've got to do, as it says, randomly select from all those remaining on their question mark side on every card occupied by the US. So I'm going to work my way up the board, drawing from this little baggie here. So I can't. So that goes. So something's happening there. Not nice, because that's what my company is, because that's the only thing in that row. Right. Next row up is no one there. We have our mortar team there. Oops, a bit wobbly. And in here, yep. And in here, yep. Moving up, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 occupied cards, so 4 more markers. 1 there, 1. This could be nasty. 2, 3, 4. On this one, we got 1 there. We're not on that card. 1 there, and so that's 3 more markers. So what, let's just draw them here first of all, as we have no idea what they are. Okay, take that to the north of the map. Probably not north, but I'm using it as north, and then place 1 here. So obviously, I was having to clear rows. There's 1 here. Oh no, it's not. Sorry, 1 here, and 1 here. So I think that's it. Everywhere there's a US unit. Okay, it's looking bad. Right. It then says change enemy tactics to offensive assault for 3 turns. Well, that'll take us to the end of the game. So because we're on turn 7, 8, 9, 10, 3 turns, done. The sequence of play does not change, and then resolve all PCA markers using the counter-attack chart in place of the regular PCA. So PCA C's and B's are not resolved as a normal chart. Oh, dearie me. This could get nasty. Right, well, thank you very much for the German HQ event. So we now have German activity charts, and that's where we have... Okay, so let's see. We have got German unit on here. Place... Yeah, we have a German unit here. Place activity. Do we have any other German units? No. No, I don't think so. Whoops, too far. Come on, straighten up. There we go. Oh yes, we have a litter team here. Activity check. So it's 3. 1, 2, 3. And we will do that accordingly. So it starts from the top, sorry. 1, 2, 3. Can't see any more. Draw a card. It's number 1, which is the most northern one, which is the snipper. Okay. So he's now longer unspotted. So what will an enemy snipper do? Right, so sniper status pinned? No. Good order, unspotted? No. Good order, spotted with opposing units in line of sight and not in field fortifications, cave, compound or barricade buildings. That's the one that applies. He is in good order, but he has been spotted and he has got opposing units in his line of sight. It says fall back. Becomes unspotted immediately if destination card is out of line of sight. So he's falling back. All right. So what happens when he falls? Select card according to these priorities. He will go off map if at the edge of own side, which he is, currently beyond left or right boundaries. Well, he's at the edge there, isn't he? And the unit is then removed from play. So he basically falls back there and disappears, which will then make that disappear, which makes that disappear, which makes that disappear. Okay. So let me pause while I move the sniper away. Okay, so we've got 2 more to determine. 1, 2. And draw a card. In your own time, 2. So we're looking at that German spotter now. Okay, so he is pinned. So spotter, enemy spotter activity. Pinned or fire team side. Use the lat pinned hierarchy chart. Interesting. So let's have a look. The pinned hierarchy chart. Let's go and bring that down. Let's see what he will actually do. So that's this one here. Right, pinned on same card of an enemy? No. Pinned on same card as opposing unit? No. Pinned, not undercover. He is undercover. Pinned, undercover. So 1, 2, no action. 3 is rally. And 4 is he falls back. So looks like he won't bring the fire mission in. Draw a card. It's number 1. Does that say no action? Double check that. Pinned, undercover, no action. Okay. So that means, no, that's still there because he did bring effective fire in there. So no action then. Excellent. I like that. So that's that one done. Obviously the casualty doesn't do anything. That just leaves this litter team. Okay, so there's a litter team. He's not pinned. Should he have been pinned? He was a machine gun last time he took a hit. Yes, he should have been pinned. Oh, blimey. Keep missing that, don't I? Right, so pinned litter team. Pinned on same card. I have got troops on there as opposing unit and not undercover. He is undercover. Pinned on same card as opposing unit and undercover. 1 to 2, no action. 3, rally. 4 to 5, fall back. So, draw a card for him. What he does. 5 to 5, he falls back. Okay, where does he fall back to? He can't fall back here. So I've got troops there. And he won't fall back there, so there's only really one option for him. He falls back into here, which might not be the most sensible thing for him to do, but he doesn't realise. And he would fall back into the cover, as far as I understand. So he does join them in the foxhole. So there we go. Right, and that's that done. I think that's the only two then, no? Yeah, that's all of them done. Right. Well, we're going to see a lot more in a minute. So, yes. That's it. So, clear enemy activity. Okay. We then have the capture segment. Capture any paralysed or litter team alone on a card with an unpinned. I don't think I am on a card with any enemies now. So no. No. All right. Next up, retreat segment. Check for right. Retreat any unpinned litter team plus a casualty under a volume of fire. Ah, they're not under a volume of fire now, are they? I thought they'd just pick them up. Wait, let's go. But no. Retreat any unpinned litter team plus a casualty under a volume fire marker. 1 card. Okay, so that's not going to... No. Next up then. Right, mutual combat phase. Fire mission update segment. Okay, we haven't... So that's now gone. As we've got no artillery anymore. That's now gone because their guy is pinned and didn't bring it down. Any others? No. Okay. Potential contact evaluation segment. Oh, yes. Right. So I've got to do C's before B's and before A's. No. It's A's before B's before C's. That's it. Now, because they're question marks, do they all get turned over now? Let me check. I do really like these rules. They're all there. When you got any on the question mark side, you turn them all over to be revealed. So flip, flip. I'm sure there was one down here. Oh, don't there he is. Flip. Okay. 2 C's. Oh, one there. Flip. B and C's. Okay. Moving up. C. Remember we do A's before B's before C's. C. That's already B. That one there. C. Right, that's removed because we do the B before the C. And that's not even up right. So I was about to delete him. I think it said you can't delete it. So I put that back there, and that is not counted towards this here. Okay. There's a lot going on, sir. Right, are we on any card with the enemy? Because we move forward. Where did the enemy disappear? We're not, so we're still engaged. We've got a couple of cards. Well, we've got volume of fire here. Where's that coming from? I better double check all this. Volume of fire here. Small arms from nobody. No PDF point down here. We're firing it there. There's one card with a PDF with volume of fire. Is there any other card at present with a volume of fire? There's no actual active enemy shooting anywhere at present. It will be in a minute. So no, at present we're only under contact. That's a bit rude, isn't it? We've only got one card under a volume of fire. Oh dear. All right. Well, let's take that into effect. One card under a volume of fire. That changes that to contact. Double check. Bring this up. One friendly occupied or enemy occupied is under a volume of fire marker, or at least one spotted enemy is on the map. Yeah. Engages 2 or more occupied cards under volume of fire. Right. Okay. So, this is getting complicated. Right, so we've got to resolve A's. There's no A's as far as I can see. We definitely haven't got anywhere in the back. And we didn't pull any A's. So we've got a B here. B here, so that's 2. On this row, 3. They're all C's. This one here, 4. 5. That's a C. So we've got 5. Double check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 4, 5. Counting down from top. 1 to 5. Draw a card. It's the second one. So 1, 2. So this is the one we're resolving. Okay, contact B. Charge. Contact B with only at contact 5 cards are drawn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So nothing happens there. So we remove that. I will double check if I actually get experience points for these once I've done it. I'm going to put it there for the time being. Okay. So again, we've now got 1 to 4. Still counting from the top and left to right when required. So 1 to 4. The fourth one, which will be him. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So that will still be 5 cards because the condition doesn't change. 5 cards. 1, 2, 3. We have contact 4, 5. Okay. So from him, we have contact. So I'm going to put that in the middle at the moment. Right. So he is a B. So we've got to work out where he is coming from. This way it could be tricky because we have a lot of cards around. He might not be able to go anywhere. But anyway, PCB, that means he's not changed on the German contact packages. So it's still a 1 to 10 draw. We draw a card. And is it number 8? Yes, number 8. 5 to 8 is 3. Package 3, which is a machine gun nest. Well, that's our favourite, isn't it? Okay. LMG with 6 ammo in foxholes, or HMG with 8 ammo in foxholes. So 1 to 2. 1 is a LMG. 2. It's a heavy machine gun this time. Okay. So let's determine where it is. First of all, all right. Now I'll tell you what. We'll get the counter. That's a HMG. That is a HMG, isn't it? Yeah. Ooh, nasty bit of kit. Oh, yes. And that is in a foxhole. There we go. Give him a foxhole with plenty of ammo. 8 of the bloody stuff. So these Germans know what they're doing, isn't it? Okay. HMG is actually spotted and he's at max LOS and range. Right. So let's move that over here. And we're working it from here. So maximum LOS and tilting the all over the place. Okay. Maximum LOS and range. And he can't be... Can he be on a card where I am? So he could be here. He could be here. He's got to be able to fire on these, though. Can he be on the same card as my troops? Let me double check that. This is getting complicated. Okay, this could get nasty. So he's got to be placed at maximum. So, and he could end up on this actual card itself. So he's got a maximum range of very long. He can't, so that's close, long, very long. He can't be there. That's not a hill. He can't be here because he still can't. He's got to be able to see this target. So he could be here. So we've got to determine which direction it will go first of all. Definitely can't be to the front. So, I hope there's a hill somewhere because I don't really want him on the same card as me because that'd be nasty. Right, so draw a card. Direction is done by 1 to 4 is front, 5, 6 is left front, 7, 8 is right front. So I'm not going to keep drawing until I get between 5, 6, 7, 8. So 1, 2, left front, 3, 4, right front. We're looking at 4, 1, 2, left front. All right, so from here, left front's there. So 1, 2, there needs to be a very steep hill there. Okay, which I doubt we'll get. But that, no, so he's not there. So that was that card there. So let's seal that in place. Toggle, lock. All right, so it wasn't a hill. So he's not there. So the only other place he could be is up this way. So we draw a card for that. So that could be a hill. We had to do that other one first. F. Oh, flip the card. No, that's not a hill either. Looking like he's on the same card as my troops. Toggle that into place. Okay. I don't think you can go anywhere else, unfortunately. So he was very quiet, sneaky little bugger. Yes. Can't go any there. Can't go there. From here, he can't see. Can't go there. So if you could only open at point blank range, you could be somewhere else. So he's on this card here. Right, why are these all skew with? That is nasty. Nasty, nasty Germans. Okay. So so let's put them there. So this is definitely no longer cleared. Right, so he opens up with automatic fire in there. So let's place an automatic. Oh, this is nasty. Place a volume of fire. And that I'm going to put here because that is now automatic. Weapons fire. Okay, now what have we got that we can, have we got, yes, we've got automatic. So everyone is under automatic weapons fire in this card. Because we've got him who's unpinned. Oh, man. This second platoon have been in the wars, considering them my reserve. Right, so that changes us. Because we've now got 2 volumes of fire, that changes it instantly from contact to engaged and then to heavily engaged because we are engaged, 2 VOFs and enemy on the same card. Okay, And that was that contact marker there. If I did that incorrectly, let me know in the comments. But I think that was correct. But, you know, I'm learning still. Right, so we now technically have 1, 2, 3 bees left. Whoops, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. 3 bees left, 1 to 3. Looking at number 3, which is, let's make sure I get that right. 1, 2, where's the other one? That one there. So this is the one we're resolving. So I'm going to put it on the side so you can see. Right, 1 to 3. Now, how many cards are we drawing now that we're heavily engaged? Heavily engaged, we're drawing 2. 1. So I've not had this before, so this is interesting. Right, so we've only got 2 bees left now. So how many we've got? We're looking at bee number 1. All right, and we know we're drawing 2 cards. You got contact. Okay, so bee number 1 is this one. Well, that one we're not drawing for, are we? Yeah, because we've got no trips there. I think we did one too many. Oh, well, it doesn't matter. He's still that one. The last one, I'm diddling myself, aren't I? I don't want to diddle myself. No, so that was the no contact. Yeah. The previous one we did was only 4. Where did I get 5 from? I think I did count that one, which I shouldn't have done because we're not on that card. No. So the previous one was no contact and I shouldn't have drawn those extra cards. Yeah. Okay. You don't like that? Tough. That's the way I'm doing it. Right. So we're now on to C's. So make sure I get the right amount of C's. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, oh, blimey, 6, 7 C's to do. Right, 7 C's. How many cards are we drawing on a C? Heavily engaged is 1. Okay, so we've got to do 1 to 7. So we're looking at number 2 and we're drawing 1. No. It's card number 2. 1, 2. That's gone. Okay, so now we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Drawing number 1. Drawing a card. No. That was number 1. Gone. Okay. So we're down 1 to 5 now. Draw a card. It's the third one. No contact. Okay, so 1, 2, that's the third one. Gone. Right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 left. Draw a card. It's the 4 left, it's the third one. No contact. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Whew. So we've got 4. Is it 3 left now? 1, 2, 3 left. Draw a card. 3 left. Card number 2. No. 3 left. 1, 2. That's the second one. Boom. 2 left. Card number 2. No. Okay, the last one. So we just need to draw. Okay, so reshuffle, so I've got to draw another card. No contact. Okay, I think that was the last one, wasn't it? Right, I have checked it all. I don't get any more marks for these, any more victory points, so I might as well put them back in. There's the B goes in there. Well, you just float over there. Yeah. Then might he just got the ball, just in case we get another counter attack. Right, so the only thing we really got then is that, and obviously the Germans are now under attack conditions. Okay, so I'll tell you what, let's put these, I'm just going to put them in the bag actually. There we go. Whoops, wrong way, wrong way. Okay. Right. Pinned recovery. Remove pin markers from any vehicle or infantry unit that is not under a volume of fire marker. So I was going to recover these pin dudes, wasn't I? Bloody Germans. That didn't work. How did that work out? Not very well. Okay, so these guys are not under a volume of fire marker, so they're unpinned. This guy's not under a volume of fire marker, so he's unpinned. Those Germans are, so they remain pinned. So I think that's, let's just delete those, delete that. I think that's about it. Okay. Combat effects segment. Oh dear, oh dear. Starting from the top of the map. I keep saying north, I should say top, shouldn't I? This card here. Oops. Right, what have we got going on here? So we've got a -3. Now that's interesting. Does that -1 for the wood supply? Because it is a mortar that's firing. No, it's just for the burst. I'm sure it's just for the burst. -3, -4 for the crossfire. Right. -4. In foxholes, -3. Pinned, -2. And then the +2 for the terrain. -3, -4, and then +4. So, what is that guy? Is that a little team? No, that's the mortar spotter. That's a little team. So, first of all then, we're at 0, and we'll do the mortar spotter first. 0. He remains pinned. Okay, we're happy with that because we saw that he didn't bring in the artillery. And the actual litter team on a 0, he remains pinned. That's it. Okay. Moving along. Oh dear, the nightmare. So what, let's resolve the fire on the Germans first, and then we'll worry about me. Okay, so automatic weapons fire -1. What is the actual terrain on this card? It's a marsh at +1. God, they've all got wet boots. So those cancel out. He's in the foxhole. He gets another +1. That's it. Net +1 for the Germans. Okay, he becomes pinned. Right. So I'll put a pin marker. Ooh, not that. Put a pinned marker on him. Okay. Wow. Right, we'll start with my LMG team. Okay, so the marsh is +1. Pinned is +2. -1 for the volume fire. He's on +1. +1, the fire team. That's a miss. That's good because he now stops being pinned. Right. But I'm going to move these guys over here. He's still at ammo, but it doesn't matter. as I do them, because as I say, it's rather complicated. So we'll now do the bazooka team. So he is at +1 for the marsh, -1 for the fire, for the volume of fire. So net 0. That is a miss. Okay. So that's good so far. Right. Should we do the litter team? Okay, litter team. He is +1 for the marsh, -1 for the volume of fire. He's on 0. He is hit. And the effect of the hit is he is a green unit. He's L. He becomes a litter team. So he remains as he is, other than the fact that he is now pinned. Right. Okay. This guy who was pinned, there was 3 pinned ones there. Okay, so he is pinned, so he's +1 for the marsh, +1 for pinned, -1 for the automatic. He's a net +1. He is hit. He is a line unit. Line unit, he becomes paralyzed. So let's take that there. State is now number 5, paralyzed, and he's still carrying that smoke, and he's still pinned. Okay, this fire team, he was pinned, so let's check him. Whoops, wrong way. So +1, marsh, +1 pinned, -1 for the fire. So net +1, he remains pinned. So we'll put him here, I'll put a pin marker on him. Okay, next up, this pinned assault team. God, there's so many of them. All right, so he, +1, +1, so again, net +1. That's a miss. So he is no longer pinned. That pin was still on that one. This is the only one that wasn't pinned. So he's no longer pinned. Okay, next up, another pinned unit. So net +1. He remains pinned. Third row of these. Right, now the assault team that wasn't pinned, so he's at +1 for the marsh, he's on 0. 0, he becomes pinned. Oh, what a pit you are now, dude. Pinned. Okay, the company sergeant. He wasn't pinned, he's on +1, -1, he's on 0. Darn it, he's hit. Or a card. He's green. He becomes a, is that an F fire team? He does. I think that flips him. It does. So he's on his fire team side. Becomes pinned. Pin. There he goes. Becomes pinned. And that removes all his currently saved. I'm not sure if he had any saved. He did. He had 2. That goes to 0. All right. Well, there we go. That's what happens when a blinking heavy machine gun appears in the backyard, hidden in the marsh somewhere. Right. Last thing then, the platoon leader. +1, -1. He's on 0. 0. Oh, he's hit. He becomes, he's a line unit, he becomes a litter team. Okay. So pull a lat. He becomes a litter team, so we're going to have to, he's going to become green for the next scenario. Litter team. Technically, he has been eliminated. We might be able to reconstitute him, but he'll be green for the rest of the scenario. But that's second group. These are my reserves. These are the guys at the back. pinned. Okay. Let's put that down there. Right, can we get all of those back on the card? We can. There we go. It's all automatic weapons fire. Wow. I think that's the only one we've got left to resolve, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, so that's that done. Right. Clean-up phase. You sure you want to clean up? Yes. So that'll be moving the turn marker onto turn 9. And then we'll see how uppity the Germans get then. Everybody's pinned on this. Oh no. Ah, I'm still giving automatic fire to them. I'm going to put that up fire. I'll put that next to the Germans. And they're giving me all pinned fire on this card. Place volume of fire. I'll put it there. Oh, all pinned. Oh, there we go. All right. Has this changed at all? Oh, ammunition. Yeah, he's fired one of those off. We didn't fire any ammunition here because our machine gun was already out of ammo. No ammunition consultation there. Right, we are still firing with a full squad here. And that mortar, if we want to keep that -3, we'll have to fire the mortar again there. Okay. I think we potentially didn't take these into consideration. These were Bs. All right, I got 14 for that one. I don't count. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. It's clear at the moment. 11, 12, 13. Clone him. 14. So when we clear that, it'll be back to 15. Well, it'll be at 15. So at 14, which is how many experience points I've got. So that is correct. Evacuate casualties. I think I have to get me casualties back down the board there. That's unfortunate. Have we got anybody else firing from the Germans' point of view? No. No. Okay. I think that is it. Clean up. Have we already done that? We already done the cleanup. Yeah, we already did the cleanup. I was just, yes. Yes, we've already done the cleanup. Got rid of all the exposed and such forth. Whew. Well, I'm not sure how many mistakes I made there. Potentially quite a few. I did make mistakes in counting the B counters, but we got around that one. B platoon hasn't got a leader now, so I'm going to need to get the CO over there to reconstitute a squad, but we've got to get rid of that heavy machine gun first. That is nasty. But we've got some assault teams there who could maybe lob a few grenades at him. The risk is we get a grenade miss on him. So, yeah. Other than that, we're done. So, if you enjoyed that, please put a like. Click the like. Costs you nothing. Helps the channel. Any comments will be much appreciated. Oh, been talking too long. This has gone on for quite a while. And we got to get ready for turn 9. Until next time, play games, have fun, buy internet,